Hey, welcome to AtLab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're going to play Truck Off, the food truck frenzy.
I couldn't say all that with you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so Truck Off is a dice and card game designed by Ryan Lambert and published by Adam's Apple Games for 2 to 6 players. Runs in about 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll be playing with the 2-player variant.
Correct. And this is currently on Kickstarter.
Yes.
So let's take it to the table, and we'll show you how it plays. All right, welcome to the table. So here you see Truck Off, the food truck frenzy.
It is a frenzy.
It is a frenzy. So this game is set up using the 2-player variant. And what you see in order to set this up are basically each player has 4 location trucks, and each truck has a location number that corresponds to one of the locations. Now, we're not playing with all of the locations because with fewer players you start to take out some of the extra locations, but these are what we're going to play with. So these are the highest ones. So you start with the gaming con, a sporting event, a concert, and a food truck expo, and each location has a number that tells you how many people could
possibly
potentially show up at this location. So it could be hit or miss, but the payoff could be much bigger. If the convention, for example, is a big hit, you can get up to 20 people there. So you've got to decide where to best place your food trucks, because you don't know where the big event is going to be this round. Okay, so we each have 4, and we're going to secretly select 2 of the 4 locations to assign our trucks to. Now, in the 2-player variant, we also have a 3rd player who's going to basically just soak up some of the extra money. So the great Friholio is going to kind of jump in on our venues and try to steal some of our cash. And Friholio is also coming in with his own capital already, so he's got about $20 in capital. So we've got a lot of ground to cover if we're going to beat Friholio in this competition. So what you see up here is specific to the 2-player variant, and that really is just our actions. Normally we would have our 9 action cards, and we would select and alternate playing however many cards we wanted to that round. But once you play a card in this game, it's gone. So you have to decide over the course of the game, how many do you want to play and when, and which ones do you want to use. So there's a number of different actions that we're going to be taking. As you can see, they've been randomly set up in sort of this grid, a la Age of Wonders Duel, almost, right? And we're only allowed to pick the ones that are not being covered by another card. So mine are blue, Francis's are purple or plum.
Yes. Right,
to go along with your company.
They're
fig colored. And they're going to let us do different things, like re-roll. We can re-roll a location. You can move another player's truck. You can move one of your trucks. You can put out a 3rd truck. You could shut down a location entirely, or you could score twice the money, right? So maybe you're selling something very good and very expensive, right? So that's it. In a 2-player game, instead of playing the normal 5 rounds, we're only going to play 4. And the way we'll know we're done is that every card will be taken out of the supply. So that's it. So what we're going to do is you have the player 1 marker, the Susan B. Anthony dollar. You're going to actually take the first action, but how we begin is we essentially take 2 of our actions and pick 2 locations secretly that we want to go to. And you're probably thinking, well, why wouldn't you just go to the 20 and the 12, because they're the biggest payouts? Because if multiple players plant trucks at a location, you have to split the proceeds, and that's not very good. So I think I'm going to do these 2 for this round. All right, and now we're going to randomly select 2 trucks from the great Friholio, and the other 2 will go off, and then we all reveal at the same time. So you ready? The great reveal. Oh, of course, you went right for 20 and 10.
Come on.
And now we'll place them. So these are where we've targeted our trucks. So this is actually a pretty good mix. Yeah. All right, so now that we've got our locations down, we are going to go ahead and roll to see what the turnout is for the location. All right, so we've got a 5 at the concert, a 6 at the food truck expo. What'd you get?
5 at the gaming con, and 12 at the sporting event.
A weak turnout. Okay. So now that our stage is set, we get to take our action. So we're just going to get to play 2 cards. We're going to alternate. You're first, so you get to go first.
All right. My options are limited. So the way this works is that we can only take one of our own cards And it can't be a card that's being overlapped by other cards, so I couldn't take just any card. I have to take this one, which is the only one available right now. And it says reroll, so I take that action automatically, like right away. And I'm gonna reroll this guy because he was only a 5 at the gaming con.
So let's go for a 1. Oh, 16. That's big.
Take it.
You take it.
You take it.
Now
it's your turn.
I think what I'll do is, I'm gonna do a reroll as well. But I'll take this one.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because you're like you kind of dictate what my next move's gonna be.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? Because I'm limited to whatever you unveil.
Oh yeah, that's part of the strategy here.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so my only choice is location is shut down.
What location are you going to shut down?
Probably a sporting event.
Womp womp.
Sorry.
All right, so she just shut down the sporting event. That was not cool. So the best move for me at this stage would probably be to move my truck from the shutdown sporting event to one of the others. So we'll probably go here.
You'd get more points if you went there.
Would I? Yeah, but I'd be taking more points away from me.
No, you're just splitting it in 2/3 instead of half.
I guess, right?
I mean, you'd get 3 for going, or you'd get 6.
I'd get 2, 4. Where now I'm getting 3 and 2 is 5.
Oh,
so I'm actually getting 1 more point, right?
All right.
That's it? 2 cards each, or you get to play another one?
No.
Oh, you did both.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll take that card. If you want to take it off the table.
Okay.
So now we pay out.
All right. So we each get 2 here.
$2. And here we're going to split it, and you basically throw away the leftover. So you get 2. The great Frijolio gets 2. And then here I get 3, and Frijolio gets 3.
Right.
So
you have a 2.
And I have 2, so we each get a nickel.
Okay. There you go.
All right. So that was actually a good round for Frijolio.
All right.
So we clean it up, and we begin round 2. All right, I get the Susan B. Anthony this round, and we pick. So what do I want to do here? I think I'll stick with that. This is risque.
Okay.
And randomly choose. I'll go with that.
Okay.
And flip it. Oh.
Sashimi rolling.
Sashimi is rolling.
They hate it.
What does that mean?
Sashimi rolling.
Oh
That's what it reminds me of. All right.
6 and 8.
16 and 7.
That's actually quite good.
Okay, well you're up. So what are you gonna do?
This is a tough call, actually. I'm gonna shut him down because he's got a big lead.
Okay, and I only have 1 choice again, so I guess I'm just gonna re-roll.
Which one?
I don't know because I didn't think about it. So I'll re-roll the food truck expo.
Why would you do that?
Well, because anything else would kind of hurt me.
Well, that hurt me.
Well,
so now I've got to use my next re-roll to re-roll this again.
It's worse. All right, and I get to have a 3rd truck. And I will put it...
Just take this and get him out of there because his truck is now gone. Not the location, but the truck.
Yeah, so I'll put my truck there.
Yeah, that was the right call. All right, let's pay it out.
Okay, so we each get 8, right?
That's a good take.
Do you have $3?
I have nothing but 5.
All right. So there's your 8.
$8.
And I have 1, 3. What do we get?
You get 3 each.
3 for him.
3 for Frijolio.
And 5.
And you get 6 more. And I get
6.
2 more, so I'll give you a 3, and you give me a
Okay.
nickel.
All right, there you go.
All right, that's it. Man, I need to step it up because I'm getting crushed here. All right. Wow, you had 3 trucks out that round. That was bad for me. And we begin the next. So, where do I want to go this time? I think I'm going to do that. I don't think my strategy is working too well.
All right.
Yep. Go ahead. Boom. All right, what do we got?
Where are we going?
Oh, man.
What?
We all went to 12.
Oh, great.
That's a bad location. And he took 8 by himself.
Okay. Roll it up.
All right, let's see.
Ooh.
5 and 9. Oh, that location is prime. All right, you're player 1.
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
I only have one choice.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm moving a truck. And I will move. It's like everybody's at the sporting event. Why?
I don't know. But that's bad.
I know. I guess I'll move this guy or this guy. I don't know. That's gonna give me 2. This is gonna give me 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all the same. Alright, I'll move out of here. I'm gonna go there.
All right. And I'm going to move another player's truck. I'm going to move him with you.
Okay. And I go. Hey, I have a choice.
You do.
I guess I'll go. I'm gonna move another player's truck. I'm gonna move him here. Oh, wait. I can move him there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. Wait, do I want to? I don't want to do that.
I was wondering why you were doing
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. All right.
I get one last turn, right?
Yes.
Oh. I guess I'll ×2 it here.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So that's it. So let me just add all my monies up, right? So we'll do mine first. So I get 2. Normally I get 4, but ×2, so I get 8. So that's 10. I get $10. We'll just do that way. Quicker.
That's easier. There you
Yep.
go.
And then you.
I'll get 2 and 9.
So you get $11. And he gets 9. So here's $1. Wow, he's doing pretty good.
All right.
All right, that's it. So this is our final round. And we have a lot of work to do. I will do that. And I will choose that one.
Okay.
And I'm player 1 this round, right?
Yep.
All right, so where are we going? Oh, what a jerk.
Why?
He took the same exact ones I did.
I was actually going to go to those 2 as well, but I
That would have been
chose
terrible.
not to. What do
Take
you...
Susan,
Oh, okay.
please. Thank you. All right, so I get to place a third. Well, we get to roll first, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's roll these up. 7 and 6.
15 and 2.
Ooh, 15's big. So I have to take a third truck. So what I get to do is I can put out one of my trucks. Where do I want to roll this guy? Probably right there.
Okay, you can flip them over. Or...
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, right? Because I could put them anywhere.
Yeah. Alright. I guess I'm gonna shut down a truck. Let's shut this guy down.
Yeah, that's actually a tough call, right? Because your first instinct is to shut me down, but he's actually
I know.
doing quite well. I'm going to shut a location down. And I'm probably going to shut down, even though it's going to hurt me, I don't want him getting $3 more. So I'm going to shut this location down. So I'll return these. We'll just put that here.
Okay.
And we'll shut him down. All right, so you get a times 2.
Times 2, and I'll put that on here. I think that's my biggest payout. All
right, yeah, so cool. I'll get mine. So I get 7 plus 3 is location shut down. 7 and 7 is 14.
Okay. You have a penny?
I don't know. And you're going to get, wow, so you're going to get 7 and 7 is 14, 15, you get $16.
Nice.
And he's getting nothing this round.
Nothing.
That's what I wanted. Yeah, we had to. He was on a roll. All right, so that ends it. So let's count it up, see who wins. 10, 20, 30. He's got 20. Wow.
What's he got?
He's got 37.
48.
I had 39, so you crushed it that round.
It was just because that double.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the first playthrough. But the rule book says how many plays should you do? 3? Best of 3, right?
Yeah, best out of 3. Yeah.
Because this, obviously you saw this is such a fast playing game. But that's it. That's the playthrough. We'll talk about it. Yep. All right, there you have it. Truck off.
The food truck frenzy.
He said it that time.
I said it that time.
All right.
All right. So, what did you think?
I thought it was a down and dirty, quick little playthrough game.
It was very quick.
Yes, this is a fast-moving game, especially for 2 players. Now, mind you, we played it with the 2-player variant, and like all of our games, they pretty much will play different with different player counts, right? So this plays up to 6. So I can see there being a lot more interaction.
I think so too.
And a lot more manipulation with 6. So, but with 2, it's very, very quick. Very quick.
Yeah. So let's talk about it from a replayability standpoint. What do you think?
I think
played it a few times. So.
Yeah, we've played a few times, and because it's quick, it's a light game.
Yeah.
Like you can just get this to the table. It's boom, it's over. You know what I mean? So it's a nice little quick filler. Is what I would call it. You know what I mean? So so with any filler, replayability is certainly one of the high points.
Okay. Yeah. I would say replayability high, variability not so high.
Right. Yeah, you're going to get sort of the same.
It's like the same feel,
but because it's so quick, it's like just like any really quick card game you throw on the table, you're going to get the same card game.
The same thing.
But it's going to be something you can play multiple times, and because it's not this hour-and-a-half grueling fest of a Euro, you're not you're not looking for that major variability in game design and choices. Right? So,
yeah, there you go. All right, so speaking to that, the weight.
We've answered that, right? This is a super light game.
All right, and what about components? Now, again, this is Kickstarter's prototype, but given that, what do you think of the component quality?
Well, they're nice. They're pretty much what you would hope to get. I think the art's very clean, very simple.
Yeah, I like the art.
Yeah, so it's definitely
for this.
Definitely
I think for this kind of theme and stuff, it works.
Yeah,
because it's just light.
It's food trucky. The art is food trucky. You know what I mean? Like it's just colorful. It's bright. It's clean. It's simple art. Which would be neat. I'd like to see a little more variability in the locations, but I don't. Again, this is prototype, so I don't know.
Exactly.
I can't even say that whether I do or do not like certain aspects of the art because I've never gotten a Kickstarter yet where the art's final.
Right, yeah.
Right? So,
exactly.
But I think where they're going, it's nice. Very nice. Yeah.
All right, theme.
Theme is cool. I think it's different. I've not seen another food truck game. Yeah. At least that I know of. I'm sure there's one out there, but it was cool. That's what drew me to this initially, was just the fact that it has, a theme that's of something that we're all probably familiar with, that we don't see too often in games. Right, and I think the interaction plays into the theme too. Yeah. So, you can kind of picture yourself being like this, I don't know, food truck entrepreneur and shutting down one of your fellow food truckers. Sabotaging it and saying there's rats in this guy's truck. You don't want to eat there. Right. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, or a sudden closure of a venue, oh, it got canceled. Big event that you were planning on sitting at, and all of a sudden you've got to come up with, oh man, what do we do now? Do you just you get shut down? So and hope that you have the ability to move locations last minute. So okay, so what about from a fun factor standpoint? Yeah, I think this game, if you're fully expecting a very light, interactive game with some pressure luck with the dice, then yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun with this, because it's simple, it's quick, and you know, it's rewarding if you make the right call.
Right.
You know, so that's it.
Okay, setup.
So yeah, setup's a breeze in this. Yeah, which is it's a small box game, as you can see. It's got, you know, very few components per player, and you know, you can get this to the table in no time. It probably travels very well. It doesn't have a huge footprint. I mean, if you take out the 2-player sort of grid of actions, because in a normal, you know, 3+ player game, you won't have that.
You're not going to have like a grid. It'll be people actually just playing.
Yeah, you have your hand of cards, you take however many actions into hand that round that you want to play, and you play all your actions, and then they're gone. So you're only going to ever have the locations with the trucks. So it's really, really tight.
Right.
You know, as far as a footprint goes. So.
Okay. Cool. Audience, who's this for?
This is for anybody.
Yeah. Which
is nice to see these games, because you're always looking for games that you could play with entry-level gamers, you know, people you're just trying to get, you know, a little something. Everybody can relate to food trucks, basically, because it's part of your, you know, your everyday life. And you know, I think we see them at Gen Con.
I know.
Yeah, so that's what this reminds me of, because I don't, you know, you don't see too many food trucks, at least where we are. So
you start to see them crop up at, like, in the city a little bit. And like at the I don't know, universities and stuff a lot of times.
This is a big university thing. So so this will hit home with a lot of folks, and at least a theme they can relate to. And I think, you know, the challenge of it and rolling dice. And it's not rolling dice constantly, you know. I mean, you set the location, and then there you go, and then you kind of build a strategy around it. And it's a simple strategy. It's not something you've really got to look too far ahead. It's not a real strategic game. You make a lot of tactical plays,
right?
And you know, just for that round. And the only real strategy comes into what action do I want to take now or save for a later round that I want to use against somebody else.
You only have one shot at it.
Exactly. So, well, yeah, that's it. So entry level.
Cool. Anything else you want to say about it?
No, I think it's a pretty cool game. You know, it's light, and if that's, you know, we have nothing against light games. We do enjoy them, even though you know, we really get drawn to heavier Euros.
Like, for me, when like, this was a fun game, I just think about, I'm like, whoa, I wish that we could have done this and that and that, and it would have been like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden you're turning this into a food truck Euro game. It became a worker placement game all of a sudden. I'm like, well,
with like an event deck and stuff.
Yeah, no, we have to look at it for what it is. And I think on the Kickstarter they are like, there's certain themed locations that have different, I guess, challenges or different like event effects that will sort of sweeten the pot a bit, which I think would be really cool. That adds a little bit more flavor to it. So right now we're just looking at base stock, so it's very simple, very straightforward. But if you were to have, like, if they do add with some of the stretch goals, some like tweaks to the location that give you bonuses or something like that, then that would add a whole lot to what is a very simple game.
I don't think we covered this yet, but it's very, very well balanced. So it's a small, clean, straightforward, easy, light kind of game to learn and play, but it's also very, very balanced. So I think a lot of times, you know, when we play games like this, sometimes, you know, one person will kind of run ahead with you know, points and stuff like that, but that hasn't been the case.
No, our scores have been
every
close.
time we play, our scores are close, and they're all right around that same. You know, right around like 40. Yeah. Somewhere between like 35 and 45 points.
That's right. Like that's exactly right.
So, and even the AI player. So that says a lot too about where it's at foundationally.
Yeah, and I think so, because I mean, he starts with 20, so you know you've got to get points out of the gate.
Right.
And you've got to sort of mitigate his scoring abilities, whether or not you're going to penalize yourself or the other player. You can't always do that. You got to really keep an eye on where that sort of AI player is, at least for the 2-player variant. I'm sure there's more tweaks to it coming.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this ends up.
Yeah, it's really good. It looks like, I think as of right now, it's already funded.
Yeah.
So that's really, really good. So if you enjoy the playthrough and it looks like something you'd be into, I recommend going to check it out on Kickstarter and you know, read about it, see what you think. And if you really like it, then I'd say go ahead, you know, and back it. Like, but you always have to be careful with Kickstarters. You know, like, they're never fully guaranteed. I've not been burned by one yet, but I've had some. I'm still waiting for a few to fulfill. That should have been delivered to me probably almost a year ago, but they're coming. So I mean, at the end of the day, you don't expect these to turn around quickly. But this one doesn't have, and I think any game with minis is where you kind of get, you really need to be careful with who you're looking at, because number one, the price point's much higher. And number two, the production is where it gets a little hokey on minis. But for a game like this, yeah, where it's just cards, it's just some chits and stuff like that. Like this should be pretty quick and a pretty safe bet, I would think. So there you go. Check it out. There you have it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And we will see you at the next video.
All right. See ya.
Take care.